associated with Mr. Zimmerman's record are something that the court and anybody who practices here in the Central Florida area is familiar with the situations that goes on at those, right, I think that's the best way. And so we're familiar with those particular situations. It's, I won't say a standard, but it's a run-of-the-mill type run-in with the alcohol beverage agents there at the library, I believe it was. Was that correct? At the library. They're fairly common, so I'm familiar with those, even though it's in another jurisdiction. The injunction was somewhat mild compared to the injunctions that I'm familiar with, and so really what this revolves about is the facts of this particular situation as presented to the court. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find that the motion is well taken. I'm going to grant the motion, set bond in the amount of $150,000 with the following conditions. Electronic monitoring, GPS. I'm going to require the state and the defense to meet with the Sheriff's Department to accomplish it. That means that Mr. Zimmerman is not going to be released today, but I'm going to make sure that the state and defense can work out those assurances.
Oh my God, what a miscarriage of justice.
Hearing, again, to preserve the secrecy and to establish safety, as long as the state and defense can agree, that's fine with me, and the Sheriff's Department agrees, that's fine. If we can't, we can have another meeting with respect to that. There's to be no contact directly or indirectly with the victim's family or through an intermediary.
What a miscarriage of justice.
There is to be no possession of firearms, be they
this is ridiculous.
Rifles, shotguns, handguns, pistols, revolvers, any type of firearm or destructive device. There's to be no consumption of alcohol. There's to be a curfew from 7 o'clock p.m. till 6 o'clock a.m. He is to advise the monitoring supervisor and the Sheriff's Department as to his location every 3 days. Are there any other special considerations the state wants me to invoke at this time?
Your Honor, we would request that obviously his attorney has a right, but have no contact with any of the witnesses in this case. And in fairness to Mr. O'Mara, he doesn't know who the witnesses are at this time, but...
Contact with the witnesses.
Understand me?
He can actually go and meet with Mr. O'Mara. That's between Mr. O'Mara and his client, how they're going to arrange that, and due to the facts of this particular situation. Anything else you want me to consider?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, no use of controlled substances other than those lawfully prescribed to you by a licensed medical doctor. I've mentioned no consumption of alcohol. Mr. O'Mara, anything else you need me to do?
I'm asking
drug testing.
Mr. Zimmerman be allowed to reside out of state, Your Honor.
And that's why I'm saying you need to talk with the state, you need to talk with the Sheriff's Department, work that out to see if it can be accomplished. And then if there's further discussion, you can bring it before me, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. There were some other issues. I think yesterday the